Hospital executives are fed up with drug companies. They witness up close how shortages and sudden price hikes for generic drugs negatively impact patients. Now they're taking action. 4 major hospital systems recently announced plans to form a nonprofit to provide generic drugs to hospitals. Their objective? Eliminate drug shortages and prevent future price spikes. The question is, will it work?
I think it's a very laudable, worthy goal. Part of the problem is that these are very old drugs. Often the markets for them are rather small. And so when there's any supply disruption, it has very substantial consequences for drug shortages and price spikes.
According to Berndt, an economist who studies the healthcare industry, the new entity faces 3 big obstacles. For starters, the consortium may find it difficult to agree on which generic drugs to manufacture.
But this raises the question of which old drugs. Do you focus on those that have had greatest price increases? Do you instead focus on those whose shortages would most jeopardize the public health? Or do you focus on those that are easiest to manufacture?
A second hurdle concerns the Food and Drug Administration. Once it's determined which drugs to make, the consortium must obtain regulatory approval.
Choosing how to manufacture can be a very time-consuming, costly process. Remember, we're talking about hospitals and the VA that have very little experience in manufacturing drugs. One possibility is to find other organizations that have the approval and could manufacture the products. Secondly is they could sort of buy them. And again, they would have some of the same problems. The FDA has to approve upgrade and retrofitting. And that typically takes somewhere between 3 to 6 years.
Finally, the consortium must figure out how to store, distribute, and price the medicines.
If they charge an internal price that's too low, there'll be excess demand for them. Suppose that they price it too high, so there's an excess inventory. How do they dispose of it? How to price it is not going to be trivial.
It's possible, of course, that the new consortium will be able to overcome these challenges.
It's been a problem that's been recognized for quite some time, and so I'm very hopeful that private sector, the public sector, and philanthropic organizations can collaborate, but challenges are going to be quite daunting, and I wouldn't count on it.